CBS star Keo Woolford died on Monday afternoon at a hospital in Oahu, Hawaii, 3 days after suffering a severe stroke on November 25, his publicist Tracy LaRue confirmed to People. He was 49. Daniel Day Kim remembered his co-star with a tribute on Twitter Tuesday, writing, "As talented as you were, I will remember you most for your kindness. Thank you for sharing your light with us." At Keo Woolford, rest in peace. Woolford, a native of Honolulu, had a recurring role as Det. James Chang on the Hawaii Five-0 remake. "As talented as you were, I will remember you most for your kindness. Thank you for sharing your light with us. Rest in peace." Dennis Chun, who plays SGT. Duke Lukela, took to Facebook to share a touching message. "It is with a broken heart and sadness that I bid Keo Woolford aloha. He was a beautiful spirit and light that blessed this Aina with grace and eloquence. There are no words to convey the sense of loss so many of us feel," Chun wrote. Dennis Chun, who plays SGT. Duke Lukela, took to Facebook to share a touching message. "It is with a broken heart and sadness that I bid Keo Woolford aloha. He was a beautiful spirit and light that blessed this Aina with grace and eloquence. There are no words to convey the sense of loss so many of us feel," Chun wrote. Hawaiian actor Keo Woolford has died at the age of 49 after suffering a stroke. The actor, who was well known for starring opposite Elaine Paige in The King and I, passed away on Monday in Oahu, Hawaii. His publicist Tracy LaRue confirmed that Woolford had suffered a stroke 3 days prior to his death. The actor played the King of Siam in more than 300 performances of the Roger and Hammerstein musical when it was revived in the early 2000s. Woolford then became known to a different audience for his role in the remake of Hawaii Five-0, playing Detective James Chang. His co-star Daniel Day Kim paid tribute to him on Twitter following news of his death, writing, "As talented as you were, I will remember you most for your kindness. Thank you for sharing your light with us, at Keo Woolford. Rest in peace." Brian Yang posted, "So saddened to learn of it, Keo Woolford's passing. From NYC to Hawaii. We miss you." Woolford was also a talented filmmaker, having written and directed 2013 independent film The Haumana. His publicist has confirmed that Woolford had recently completed a script for a sequel, with auditions set to take place in January. Please subscribe TTL Entertainment channel to update the latest news about celebrities and the other hot news. Manchester by the Sea, a critically adored drama about a grieving janitor, was named Best Film of the Year by the National Board of Review on Tuesday. The film, a breakout hit at this year's Sundance Film Festival, also earned a Best Actor award for Casey Affleck's performance and original screenplay honors for Kenneth Lonergan, its writer and director. Manchester is a comeback for Lonergan, whose reputation had been bruised after his previous film, Margaret, became mired in lawsuits. The National Board of Review is voted on by a mixture of academics, cinephiles, and film professionals. Manchester by the Sea has earned some of the year's best reviews and is expected to dominate year-end awards. However, the group has a spotty track record as a predictor of future Oscar glory. Last year, for instance, it named Mad Max: Fury Road as the year's best film, but Spotlight took the top prize on Oscar night. In 2014, it gave its highest honor to A Most Violent Year, a film that was shut out completely by Oscar voters. Other previous Best Film winners include Zero Dark 30, Her, and The Social Network. This year the National Board of Review spread the wealth. Barry Jenkins was named Best Director for his work behind the camera on Moonlight, a coming-of-age story about a gay boy in Miami's inner city. Naomi Harris won a Best Supporting Actress award for her performance as a crack-addicted mother in the film Arrivals. Amy Adams, considered something of a bubble candidate in the lead race. was named Best Actress for her turn as a linguist trying to communicate with aliens. Jeff Bridges nabbed Best Supporting Actor for his portrayal of a Texas Ranger on the verge of retirement in Hell or High Water. Adapted screenplay went to Silence, a religious drama about Jesuit priests in feudal Japan. The film is a passion project of Martin Scorsese, who has been trying to get it made for decades. He has been editing it until recently, and Silence has only just begun screening for critics groups. Scorsese was nominated for his script alongside co-writer Jay Cox. Kubo and the Two Strings, a 3D stop-motion fantasy, was named Best Animated Feature. Breakthrough Performance honors went to Lucas Hedges' Manchester by the Sea, and Royalty Hightower, The Fits, while Trey Edward Schultz was recognized for his directorial debut. Krisha, The Salesman, an Iranian drama about a couple putting on Death of a Salesman, won Best Foreign Language Film. O.J. Made in America, a 6-hour film about football star and alleged murderer O.J. Simpson, was named Best Documentary. Hidden Figures, a drama about a group of African-American scientists and mathematicians in the early days of the space program, snagged Best Ensemble. Its cast includes Taraji P. Henson, Octavia Spencer, Janelle Monáe, Kevin Costner, Kirsten Dunst, and Jim Parsons. There's this perception that I was sitting at home in a depression, says 54-year-old playwright, filmmaker Kenneth Lonergan. I probably was. But I was also sitting at home in a depression when I was 25 years old. I'm always sitting at home in a depression. This particular depression was in 2011. And Lonergan indeed was sitting at home when Matt Damon paid a visit and offered him a writing job. At the time, Lonergan was in the midst of a pitched legal battle over the last film he'd made with Damon, Margaret, a searing 2.5-hour family drama that many critics since have described as a little-seen masterpiece, but which back then was being held up from release by a lawsuit filed by producer Gary Gilbert, who was demanding a shortened re-edit that Lonergan was refusing to make. Damon, concerned about Lonergan's horrible limbo, wanted to do something nice for his friend. So he sat in Lonergan's Manhattan apartment and pitched him an idea for a script about a New England handyman who ends up with custody of his dead brother's teen son, a story Damon thought would be right up Lonergan's dark alley. Damon was right. Lonergan didn't merely end up writing the screenplay for Manchester by the Sea, he also ended up directing it, his first time behind the camera in the decade since filming Margaret. Starring Casey Affleck as emotionally damaged Lee Chandler, Lucas Hedges as his 16-year-old grieving nephew, and Michelle Williams as Affleck's estranged ex-wife. The movie in many ways is a perfect comeback vehicle for a filmmaker who rose to critical acclaim on close character studies of familial tragedy. His first film, You Can Count on Me, earned him a Best Screenplay Oscar nomination. Critics already are calling Manchester, which opens November 18th, another masterpiece, although this one is unlikely to be little seen. At Sundance in January, it was the object of a fierce bidding war, ultimately won by Amazon with a $10 million